My name is Pearly Gardiner and I am a targeted individual. I'm an Australian citizen, Filipino by nationality, and I'm a targeted individual here in Sydney, Australia. Stalked since 2002, and I just found out 4 or 5 months ago that I'm actually a targeted individual. This is my TI journal for today, and today is the 28th of September, Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to talk about the incident harassment that happened to me today after I left Pendle Hill. I was with a sister, with a friend, and since I have my appointment with Evolve Housing, and I had my court hearing with Evolve Housing this morning at 11 a.m. So, what I posted on my Facebook page about the synchronized harassment while I parked my car at 7-Eleven in Pendle Hill. I asked, because they're a good friend of mine. They're 7-Eleven is the employer of my daughter Justine. That's where she works, and I did ask for permission if I could park there for at least 1 hour my car. And of course, I expect that wherever I go, I expect perps to be, gang stalkers to be stalking me, probably taking pictures and see what I'm doing and stuff like that. I chose to ignore them. I chose to ignore their harassment on me. But I think I cannot disregard not to document everything because, um, as what Dr. Catherine Horton said, um, that she's a targeted individual herself as well. She's a victim of the MI5, MI6 in the UK. And Google search her, Dr. Catherine Horton. And one of her tips, if you're a TI, is to document everything that happens to you. Anyway, so let me finish the story. What happened? Okay, I forgot. I think somewhere I will post it later once I find my Parramatta RSL Club membership card. I did renewed my membership with Parramatta RSL Club until 2018 next year. Okay, so that's my I think that's the second or third time that I did renewed my membership with RSL. So just say, less than 3 years that I am a member of the RSL Parramatta Club. Okay. So now, I've been, every time I go to Parramatta, most especially if I go to Centrelink or, just do a bit of shopping on that side on the mall, not inside Westfield, I do park my car in the RSL Club in Parramatta. So just say once a fortnight, things like that, or like that. But when I was still doing my events with the Filipino community, that's where I used to meet up with producers and talents in the RSL club. So just say once a week at least I go there. That time, that this was like 5 months ago. But since with what happened, I was awakened with what happened to me with the Filipino, particularly with the Filipino group of people that stalk and harass me. I was awakened by that, and I was thinking it was a blessing in disguise, kind of thing, because it awakened me that I found out that I am actually a targeted individual, that everything that had happened to me, including my radio for 3.5 years, that includes Pinoy Radio and Triple HFM, were all orchestrated, staged, and scripted. So meaning to say that wasn't real. It was like stage scripted, orchestrated. Okay, that wasn't my reality. And since 2002, like you have to, if you're a targeted individual, strange things are happening to you. Google search what is targeted individual, what is counterintelligence program, what is organized gang stalking, things like that. You can Google search Dr. Catherine Horton, Midge Mathis, Linda Ruth Beth, CIA blower, which I'm gonna talk later about, Brian Coffran, CIA whistleblower from Seattle. Who else? Catherine Stewart, um, Ella Free. You can also search her, and she has a podcasting show and a lot of TI community as her guest on that show. Here in Australia, so far, I did a bit of Google search on YouTube. There is one in Adelaide, one in Melbourne. Also, NDP, a Lebanese Australian, like what I said, from Bankstown, who is a targeted individual as well for the last 3 or 4 years. And yeah, a lot from UK, Canada, America. It's happening also in Australia, guys. Okay, but anyway, going back to what I'm trying to tell you about my TI journal for today, the harassment that happened this morning after me and that friend of mine left Pendle Hill 7-Eleven. So we went straight to Parramatta. I did intended to park my car there for at least 1 or 1.5 hours because it won't take long to have the proceeding with the Evolve Housing earlier in the Parramatta Court. Okay, so I drove up there. I parked my car. Once me and my friend left where I parked my car inside the RSL parking lot, this security guard by the name AJ, I am trying to get the name of the security agency, the name of the company of the security agency. His name is AJ. We were already like, walk maybe 100 meters away from the car parking lot. And then, excuse me, he said like, excuse me, you're not allowed to park there, you're not allowed to park there. So I kind of like ignored him and I went inside the reception. And I saw a Filipina lady there, which she requested not to mention her name. And she knows me very well. She knows me. I've been going there. I've been parking my car there every once a month since I left the Filipino community. Once a month at least, or once every 3 weeks. And there was never an issue about me parking my car there, right? So now this guy named AJ from, well, I don't know what security agency company, because well, I'm trying to find that out, and I will find that out which security agency company it is. So he called me, and he just came to the reception, and then he called the manager of the RSL club, which I didn't get the name as well. I'm going to get her name too. That the manager from the RSL club. And then he was like saying to me, "Oh, you're not allowed to park there." And then followed by the manager was like saying, "If you're not going to, if you don't have any business in in the club, you cannot park there." So, and then I said, "Well, wow, I didn't know that. I'm a member for the last 2 or 3 years, and I've been parking my car there." For the last 2 or 3 years, and I never get these things happening right now, I said. And then the guy AJ from the security agency was like saying that I parked my car last week. And then a friend of mine, this sister, said she wasn't there last week because I wasn't there last week. So is there another pearly gardener driving my Toyota Clinton car and park my car there? I park my car on the visitors parking, sometimes in my garage, sometimes on the road. Is there someone illegally, you know, made made a duplicate of my car key and driving my car there while I'm at home? you know, so the inconsistency of whatever policy this manager from the RSL Parramatta Club is saying, and this guy AJ from whatever security agency he's from, okay, this is a pure harassment, totally stalking and harassing me. Again, the inconsistency after 2.5 years of me parking my car there. I never heard anything like this until now that I am very open about my targeting, that I am a targeted individual. And all of a sudden, this AJ security guard from whatever security agency, which I still want to find out. Anyway, why is it that I mention about